welcome back to Waxing On with R&J for a special Record Store Black Friday edition. We got a special guest for you. This is episode 31. We got our good friend Caleb TRIPP with us. Us and our good friend Adam Skinner, who is not here, got us good haul of records today.
Yes.
We thought we'd show us off. And Caleb, show us what you got today.
I got a few things. First off, I want to thank all the guys here because I won their giveaway for the new Mother of Graves album.
Yes. Very apt of absence.
I'm
So good.
and I picked up Noah Kahan Town Hall Black Friday exclusive. It's all of his songs from Stick Season that have features. So it's like Post Malone and Hosier and things like that.
Oh man, I didn't know Post Malone was on that.
Yeah, let's
Post
do,
Malone
let's
did,
do who's on that
He
there.
did Dial Drunk.
Oh yeah.
Is it Hosier, the Take Me to Church
Yeah.
guy? Okay.
Yeah. Sam Fender, Brandy Carlisle. Hell yeah.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hear the Post Malone song. I'm a big Post Malone fan. So.
It's really good. It was
Yeah.
really good. And then I got one Bob Dylan album, Nashville Skyline. I'm actually looking for this for a long time. Just recently got into Bob Dylan. So
There you go.
We still haven't converted yet.
Oh, really?
No, we're
Haven't yet.
Haven't yet.
There's
maybe
some
the
Bob
movie
Dylan
will
stuff that I
change
really
me
like.
because the movie looks good.
I don't know what started the conversion for being a Bob Dylan fan. I used to really not like him. I didn't like his style or his voice or anything. And then I listened to these two albums that I found today actually, and I was like, man, these are actually really good.
Yeah.
Like his stuff that isn't like his most popular stuff, I prefer over all that.
Yeah.
He's an elite lyricist.
He
I
is.
will admit
Yeah.
that.
I mean, and he's been
Elite.
doing it for how long now and still going?
Yeah,
Like,
a long time.
Yeah.
And then I got the Freewheelin', another Bob Dylan album.
Oh, that's a classic.
That is a classic. I'm actually very surprised that I found it.
Found that one at Planet Score, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Planet
yeah.
Score. And their new arrivals.
Yeah.
Actually, I had to scour all 5 sections of their new arrivals.
Man, there was good stuff in that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff. Like
His New Arrival CDs was good too.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised at how good all
Yeah,
that stuff was, and their secret stash. Like I can't hype that up enough because like I helped you find an album. There was plenty of stuff in there that was super cheap. That was great.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
probably one of my favorite records
There
of
you
all
go.
time,
There
OG
you
Black
go.
Sabbath, their self-titled debut album. I love this thing.
Very Sabbath friendly show here.
Yes.
Awesome. Sweet.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bands. I was happy to see you get this because everybody needs this in their collection.
Yeah, my favorite song off it is The Wizard.
Oh, dude.
It's my favorite
Yes.
song. Probably my favorite Sabbath, actually.
Mm.
And then, not music per se, but,
Oh,
we
it's
do
physical.
all physical here.
but Lon Chaney, Phantom of the Opera. I'm a big Lon Chaney fan. I love silent films, especially, and Lon Chaney is one of my favorites. It's a man of 1,000 faces. He's fucking great. But yeah,
The Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera.
It used to
Phantom of the
terrify me.
Phantom of the Opera started as a horror movie, kids. Like,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a horror movie. It's not supposed to be a musical.
Yeah.
It's actually supposed to be fairly terrifying. Robert Englund did a version of Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Really?
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. Did a version. It was terrible, but he still did a version. Of it. There's a lot of there's 3 or 4 horror versions of Phantom of the Opera.
Okay.
But this is absolutely my favorite. Lon Chaney is a master of his craft. So
Did you read Goosebumps books as a kid?
yeah,
Didn't they do a Phantom of the Opera book?
they did a
Yeah.
Phantom-esque one.
I can't. I always remembered that one as a
Yep.
kid. So
That's all I picked up today.
That's all I picked
actually,
up?
Yeah,
cool, man.
but I found so much stuff that I'm hoping to pick up later on. I have mostly a very old school collection. My grandpa was really influential on what I was raised with, so it's a lot of old country and just old like Sinatra and Dean Martin and stuff like
Can't
that.
go wrong there.
No, but I've been trying to get into more rock and stuff. My wife also has her own record collection.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, so trying to get into more rock, and then Bob Dylan, but yeah, and Noah Kahan. So,
There you go.
but
That's a
I'm
good
very
mix.
excited for this to be a good start. I have a few rock ones. I have some Ghost records and Cody, some Ozzy. So, but yeah,
I'm
very excited.
glad
This is a
you
good
are.
one
I'm glad you're
Hell
into
yeah.
collecting. It's
Yeah,
a great community, great hobby, great place to be. You're holding something.
yeah.
You're not. It's not on your phone.
I'm a big advocate for physical media. Streaming services, yeah, they're great, they're convenient, but they can easily take away what you're watching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes with like music too, because sometimes you can find records in real life that you can't find on like Spotify or Pandora or whatever you use.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Having them in person, having them physically, and you can just listen to them whenever you want. I love it. I love the sound of like with movies, the quality is always so much better than you would find on streaming. And I feel like the quality with physical music is also so much better than streaming.
Because in Spotify, it's compressed a lot. Like you would probably know more than me, but I know that even Apple Music has a better sound quality than Spotify.
Yeah, you can do like lossless and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think they're even, aren't they working in like the Dolby Atmos and stuff like that? I know there's some they are.
Because if you play an Apple Music song to a Spotify song, Apple Music's way fucking louder.
Yeah.
Same with Bandcamp
Yeah.
too. But yeah, I mean, and sometimes some albums can be taken off of streaming sites. And you don't have that. This you own this.
I mean, for the longest time, Prince didn't have, until Prince died, his albums weren't on Spotify, any streaming. And then Tool was the same way for a very long time.
Garth Brooks still isn't on Spotify.
Garth Brooks isn't on Spotify.
Oh, Garth Brooks is one of the last few that's holding on. He only does Amazon Music because he has like some sort of contract with them. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to listen to Garth Brooks, you got to buy the record. I respect that.
I like that.
You got to buy the record, or you got to go get Amazon Music. You got to Hey Alexa. So, well, very cool, Ridge.
Yes.
You got some stuff. What did you get for us as well?
I did. First, I picked up a few Record Store Day, Black Friday exclusives. I think these are all exclusives because they do Record Store Day exclusives and First. So First they'll reissue, but I believe most of these are exclusives. But the main one that I went after was a record. I had this on my iPod way back in the day and absolutely loved it. It's terrifying. It's perfect music for my brain. But Southern Lord did a reissue of SUNN Black One, which is, SUNN, the great amplifier worship, Drone Kings, Greg Anderson, Stephen O'Malley, fantastic. But on this, what they do, they bring in a dude from like Leviathan, Zasser. I never know how to pronounce that, man. XASTHER. But they do like vocal tracks on this, and it's really cool. It's got the Obi strip, the little sun, and got some photos on the back. It's really cool. I like Obi strips, but this book is, or not, but I mean, it's made almost like a book. I was noticing this earlier, and I was showing Jake. It's like textured, like leather,
like a book.
Really
cool.
It's like and then you open it up, gatefold, and it's got like the binding and everything. Like it feels like a book. Like it's hard.
That's cool.
And it's got a really sweet poster that came with it. We looked at that earlier, and the record is hype sticker, which is a really tiny hype sticker for this record.
If you can't see, it's like you're not sorry.
Yeah, it's like I see a lot of older people probably going for SUNN, and we don't see very well. So make those hype stickers a little bit bigger. We got this really cool, blue. I think it's like electric frost or something. Blue frost vinyl.
I want to know how they come up with these names for the vinyl. They're getting like it's almost like weed strains almost.
Yeah. But they did. I mean, Southern Lord always they're solid.
Oh, great label
on their
Power Trips was on there. Jesus Peace used to be on there. A lot of cool bands.
I like that they do a lot of records. Like they do at least put out a couple releases every Record Store Day, and this is limited to 2,000. Good stuff. The next one Record Store Day I got was this is one I used to listen to a lot. I didn't realize that there was not really any physical releases of this except for like a late cut. But it is Modest Mouse, Baron Von Bullshit Rides Again, live at the Social in Orlando, Florida, 2004. First time on vinyl.
With the unicorn on the front.
Unicorn on the front. Great band. I'm a big fan of early Modest Mouse, so this was one that I really had to get. But I mean, you got Third Planet, Pack of Wild Wild Pack of Family Dogs, I Came as a Rat, Doing the Cockroach, Interstate 8, Good Times Are Killing Me. It's great. Then my son and I have been listening to a lot of Ramones.
There we go.
And Ramones got a greatest hits released this record store day, so I had to pick it up. And we got 50th anniversary of the Ramones, so I had to get this. Got all the hits. We spun this earlier.
Except for Bonzo Goes to Bitburg.
Yeah, it doesn't have
the only
Bonzo
one.
Goes to Bitburg. That's one they should have put on here. I wonder why it didn't.
It was a little light on the 80s for me. There was no I Want to Live either. But hey, it's okay.
I know, but I mean, when most people, the Ramones, they don't.
But those were hit songs for them, or like popular songs.
Yeah. Anyways, sounds great. It is pretty much all. I mean, any Ramones song that you could think of is on here, except for Bonzo Goes Bitburg. Fantastic on Red Trains.
The red's really cool. I dig that.
And this is one we couldn't find it, and then we were playing Score, and I went through the RSD stuff, didn't see it, and then went through it again, and finally found it. This is the Jazz Dispensary, I believe, Golden Hour.
You were excited.
I was very excited.
Very
There was a lady flipping through, and I found it, and I was like,
Hey.
and she like got freaked out.
Not today.
But yeah, Jazz Dispensary Golden Hour, which is just a compilation of different jazz musicians, and jazz is something that I've really been enjoying lately, and I want to find out about more artists, and I'm honestly not familiar with the majority of the artists on here, so it's gonna be a really fun spin. And it's on a really cool it's really pretty, but this
yeah, that's cool.
What do they call it on the hype sticker? It's got another strain name. This is on Golden Wave Swirl.
I love it. I love it.
You can see, I mean, it's in person, it looks a lot cooler. Like, I was looking at it earlier, and you can see these little speckles of glitter and stuff. Yeah. It's nice. It's fun. But yeah, I mean, I would be fine with a regular black vinyl, but it's pretty cool. Pretty sick. That was, I believe that was all that I picked up for as far as record store day releases. Really good selection there. Got everything I wanted. So, and then I had to pick up some used, some good stuff, because all the places we went to had fantastic deals. Record Space had just insane deals and great selection as always. But first, I've been wanting Games of Power for a while from Homefront. So
that was really cool. We listened to that earlier.
Picked that up. Yeah, great record. Post-punky kind of UK sound and stuff. I like a little bit of like Oi at times. A little bit.
Definitely, there were some gang vocals on there. Yeah,
it's,
which are the best.
It's really good. I highly recommend this. I love this record, so I'm glad to have it.
Put a little bit 80s vibe to it as well.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. But I mean, like, look at the fellas there.
Duo.
Yeah, looking strong there. Next, I mean, everybody who watches this knows that I'm a huge Cure fan. And there's only like a couple Cure albums that I don't have. And we were playing at Score, and they happened to have the picture disc of the Cure Wild Mood Swings. So I had to pick it up. It's not my favorite Cure album, but
got to complete the collection.
And who knows, like, I wasn't a fan of The Top that much. And then I got that a while back, and I've been spinning that a lot recently. Love it. It's a good album. So, it might open my eyes a little bit to this, but not really a fan of picture discs. But if you're like a diehard Cure fan, it's kind of hard to find this for a reasonable price that's not on a picture disc. So, good
That's
price.
one of my favorite Cure songs on there. Mint Car.
It's got Mint Car.
Love it. From the movie, I found Mint Car watching Loser. Is it the Jason Biggs movie?
Is that what it's on?
It's in Loser, I think. Mint Car is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's got some good ones on there. I mean, Round and Round.
In Barrett, we were drinking one night. Barrett showed me a song. Strange Attraction, I think, is on there. Or is that a song?
Attraction? Yes. Strange Attraction.
I'm pretty sure Barrett showed me Wild Mood Swings one night. So
yeah, I know it's one of, like, Barrett really likes this one. It is. I'm gonna give it some time and see if
you warm up.
You will love it.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it like I love Saint Anger. You're gonna love it.
And then I found this actually at the Record Space. This is I've been slowly, as well as jazz, been slowly getting into funk and soul and stuff like that. And Parliament is one band that I've really been digging a lot. So happened to find Mothership Connection. by
Classic.
Parliament.
That's a sick looking.
Oh, that's like my favorite. Like, oh man, this might be like one of my favorite records I have right now. Like the cover art, just like
That's
George
awesome.
Clinton, just looking awesome in the spaceship in that outfit. Man, looking good.
We
Great
got the
record.
funk.
Yeah,
It's got that on there.
fourth studio album, I believe, by Parliament. It's great stuff. It has I was reading some stuff on it that the two horn players on this were from James Brown's band, the JB band. So stoked to have that. We listened to that earlier. Sounds good. Really good. This is another one I've been searching for a while. It's one of my favorite Funkadelic records. Maggot Brain.
I love Maggot Brain.
Maggot Brain. Just alone for the first track. Oh man.
One of the most iconic covers in
Yeah.
music.
Oh, I mean, it's great. Like, you got,
Oh, it's so
and
sick.
then,
I love
so
Maggot Brain.
good. So good.
That's a very good pickup. That's a
And then-
very good pickup.
Hit It and Quit It. I don't know, like, if you ever listen to Hit It and Quit It, that's such a good song. Everything on this. Amazing record. Glad to have it. I mean, it's a little funk, a little psych. Like, it's good. It's good stuff. I will be wearing the hell out of that record. No doubt. And then going on some kind of punkier, kind of, I don't know, how would you categorize?
I mean,
this
they are
band?
loosely, they're from Rochester, New York,
Rochester.
but have a Long Island hardcore connection because of the band name is Polar Bear Club, and they're named after a Long Island hardcore band, Silent Majority song,
Yep.
Polar Bear Club. So they're already cool in my, and it was on Bridge 9 too.
Yep.
So
Yep, that is the first album by Polar Bear Club called Sometimes Things Just Disappear. This came out in 2008, I believe.
Yeah.
And this is one that I've listened to all throughout my like growing up and all that, and it's just all around a great record. Really, really good, solid songwriting. I always loved hot water music and stuff as when I was a kid, and this has that raspiness, that ferocity that hot water music had, and really good, awesome guitar work. I like it a lot, so had to pick that up. I picked that up at the record space. It's really good.
you got a couple more things there.
Yeah, I got a couple more things. It was RSD. That's where I go big.
Yeah,
But
go big or go home.
they also had a really good deal. Like you got a VHS,
Right.
so I picked one up.
Yeah,
for,
their VHSs were 50% off.
Oh, I should have got more.
Yeah,
but
I
it
should have.
was-
Should have got the
it was
Kiss
like-
VHS of the MTV Unplugged, but next time, hopefully.
Wasn't it? Might still be there.
Yeah.
It wasn't just VHSs too. Like they have DVDs and
Video
Blu-rays,
games.
Video games.
And a Batman Beyond Return of the Joker PlayStation 1 game for $50. It must be a rare. I didn't even know they had a video game for
I
that.
didn't either.
Cassettes, Funkos,
Yeah.
figures, stickers, patches, pins.
There wasn't
t-shirts.
comics, but it was like those horror things. What are they called?
Like the
Fangoria?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Fangoria magazine.
Yeah.
They got it all.
It was a very, very cool space. It was honestly like if you took my head and just put it as a store,
yeah.
that's what I would design a store to look like. It was sick.
The Freddy Krueger
Yeah,
pinball machine.
Yeah,
I
Freddy
forgot.
Krueger and Creepshow pinball machines.
I was gonna play pinball when we were there, but it was just records on the brain. Like
Yeah.
I just completely forgot because I was like, man, while we're there, I'm gonna play a game of pinball. But
Again,
you
we'll
get
do it
lost
later.
in the
Yeah.
sauce.
We'll have to
man.
do it. We'll have to go.
We'll go again. For
We'll have to
sure.
go again. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we frequent there pretty often. It's a good place. But on the VHS side, I had to pick up this really awesome King Kong versus Godzilla. My son really loves Godzilla and King Kong, so I thought, why not start him out with this 1963
There you go.
King Kong versus
Classic.
Godzilla. So really excited. He was stoked for it. He's ready to watch it. We're gonna do that tomorrow. And then they were giving away if you
Spend $100.
spend $100, which but they gave away a free record space puzzle. So got a 666 pieces, and the pieces are, we looked at it earlier. I'm looking right now, but they're crazy looking.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to start it tonight like I projected.
Oh,
Yeah, you were like, no, we're gonna start it tonight. We'll get it done. But
I'm like, no. Well, never mind.
I was saying
I was optimistic. I was a little optimistic.
like I still have a puzzle over there that needs to go in a frame that me and my wife did for weeks. It took us a long time. So I mean, and that was like a.
But I want to have a record
or
night because that's a good thing to do. Records and
puzzles and stuff.
Good for your brain too.
Yeah,
good for
the brain.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just me being optimistic. We'll give it another try.
I think that was all for my pickups, I believe. Yeah, it was a good RSD Black Friday for me.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it was the same. And I will say, I got a lot of shit here, but I didn't spend as much money as I did last year. Yes. I spent $400 at Record Store Day Black Friday last year.
Jeez,
and I feel like I got the same amount of stuff, and I spent $180 this year.
Yeah.
But
100 of it last year was my fault.
Yes, but it's worth it. I'm going to go in order of stores we went to. We went to Joe's Records in South County Mall first.
Yep.
Then we went to the Record Space in Afton. And then we went to Planet Score, which is where, like...
Webster Groves
area, yeah.
Near Crow's Nest and stuff, so...
So I'm going to go with... I got one Record Store Day exclusive. I got this at Joe's. It is a double LP of Van Halen, live in Dallas, 1991. And I'm just going to show the gatefold here, because it's got a cool pictures of the fellows from the concert, of Sammy, Edward, Alex, and Michael. And why this is such a significant live show is because it was free for the city of Dallas because Sammy Hagar, I'll just read the newspaper clipping. Dallas has been added to Van Halen's latest tour, and today's show won't cost fans a cent. Lead singer Sammy Hagar is keeping a promise he made in 1988 when he stopped a concert at the Cotton Bowl to apologize, saying his voice was weak because of a sinus infection and strep throat. Like a fool, I said, I'll do a free concert for you folks. Hagar recalled Tuesday, and I meant it. The outdoor concert was scheduled for this afternoon at the Dallas Alley. So they played a free concert for the city of Dallas for free, and 50,000 people showed up. So pretty cool. It was off the For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge tour from the album 1991, and it's on red vinyl. But I'm going to show the second vinyl because it has the cool etching on it's hard to see probably. It's got the rings.
You can see the rings a little bit.
The rings, the best logo of Van Halen, the rings. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm a Diamond Dave guy, and I will say the rings are cooler than the wings.
The rings, best logo. And actually, if you're a Sammy Hagar solo fan, he does 2 Sammy Hagar songs. He does There's Only One Way to Rock, and he does I Can't Drive 55, and he does a Diamond Dave song. He does Panama from 1984. But yeah, Van Halen, live in Dallas, 1991. I'm a Van Halen completist. Had to add it to the collection.
Pound cake on that?
It starts off with pound cake. Yeah, the drill.
Oh,
the drill, baby.
You got Eddie with a beard. Too.
Eddie with a beard. Yeah, that was what I got at Joe's. And then we went to the Record Space. And I got a haul there, buddy, let me tell you. So I'll start off with, want to support St. Louis music. This is an awesome record from a St. Louis punk band called Modern Angst. I thought I'd pick up their new record. Pretty cool, has like a skate punk, Bad Religion, MXPX, that type of 90s punk feel. Really good record. Then I got 2 7-inches. If you watch this channel, if you know me, I love H2O in the background there. And the Record Space always has a lot of H2O stuff. So I got the old school Recess 7-inch, which features 3 songs from the Faster Than the World album, which is the only album I don't own yet. But why this 7-inch is cool is on the, what do you call it, the label here?
The inner label.
The inner label, you have Toby with Freddie Madball here. From Madball.
Whoa.
And because on the 7-inch, they have Guilty by Association, which is Freddie Madball does the feature on. And it's amazing. Classic H2O song. And I thought that was really cool, so I grabbed that. And then I got another H2O 7-inch of...
This one's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're both awesome, but...
This one is their Ice Cube It Was a Good Day cover. And if you've never seen the music video for it, check it out. Can't recommend it enough. And then on the B-side, they cover the classic Suicidal Tendencies I want
Oh,
actually.
it's on blue.
This
Whoa.
is even fucking cooler. It's Toby with fucking Ice Cube on the inner label.
What?
Yeah, Toby with Ice Cube.
No, oh man, that's
That's
awesome.
fucking cool.
Yeah, well, I didn't. This is a pleasant
That's
surprise.
fucking cool.
So yeah, there's Toby with Toby Morris with Ice Cube. So that's pretty cool.
We just like got back a few hours ago.
Yeah.
And we've been.
I haven't
even got to listen to
I haven't even been able to like really listen. After this, I plan on probably listening to some of this with you guys because holy shit, I haven't had a chance to like open this or like look at it or listen to it at all. I'm excited.
That was what I got. No, that's not all I got. I got more. Space.
Did
And
you had
one of my favorite EPs, records of the year, hardcore record. Can't believe that was here at the Record Space, and that is the Life's Question EP on Flat Spot Records. One of my favorites of the year. You'll definitely be hearing me talk about this.
A little Van Halen in there, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Faith No More. People said Faith No More. Van Halen. Fantastic hardcore punk record. One of the best live bands right now, in my opinion. Life's Question. And then another great punk rock band that I got to see years ago at Warped Tour, and I wish they would put out some more new music, and that is the Masked Intruder record from 2012. Great punk rock, pop punk record. Love this band. I also have one of my favorite koozies, Apprehend Pop Punk. I've used it for years.
Fun energy.
Yes.
Really fun band.
And then another one of my favorite hardcore bands currently. It's a EP I've been meaning to pick up, and that is One Step Closer, a Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania hardcore band. Had one of my favorite albums this year, All You Embrace, and this is their EP, Songs from the Willow. And it's actually really cool because
this is like probably one of the coolest. It's not a picture disc, but it's not like etching, but
it's like the cover, but
like a screen print on the
disc or something. The cover of the EP. And it's really cool. I did not know that. And I was like, I'm glad I picked this up today because I've been wanting it. Because I love this band. I've seen them. I've seen One Step Closer more than any band this year. I've seen them 3 times this year.
Yeah.
So that tells you how much I'm a fan.
I've gone to I haven't seen a single band multiple times this year, but I have gone to more concerts this year than like really any previous year.
I love that. Love to hear that.
I love going to concerts and you know, since my wife and I got together, like we were like, oh, let's do more concerts. And this year was really like seeing Primus, seeing Greta Van Fleet, seeing like we even went to like Sierra Farrell, went to her concert.
That name sounds familiar.
She's like a newer country singer.
Okay.
So we went and saw her at Del Mar Hall.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a good place to see a show.
It's a very good. We were front row. It was sick. But yeah, we've gone to so many concerts this year, and I love it. I love going to I love live music. It's great.
Love to hear that, and that's the best way to experience it. Yeah. Go see it live. Buy the record. That's what we try to channel and voice to people. So
going to concerts is great, but also support the artists. I'll tell you one thing: like opening bands don't really get a lot of love in the concert space, but I've found
we always try to go see the openings.
I've found some really great opening bands. We went to see a band called Flight and Wildorado. We won tickets from Vintage Vinyl to go see them at Del Mar. Yeah. And they were great. I bought both their records because they were just fantastic. Nice. They were both really good.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Support the openers.
Absolutely. Yep. Go. Yep. I totally couldn't agree more because you might find something you love. And then my last pickup from the Record Space, also, if you watch this show, you know that I love any Jackson member, doesn't matter. Jackie, Tito, Michael, Janet, Jermaine right here. And completing the Jermaine Jackson solo discography. I have this on CD, don't have it on vinyl. And that is his 1986 record, Precious Moments. It was $6. I was like, I have to pick this up. So,
oh man, that's another drip I need to get going.
Yeah, look at that.
Hell yeah.
Very underrated. Just can't say enough good things about Jermaine and all the other solo albums from all the Jackson family.
Very talented family.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
They're the only family to have all 9 kids have charted as a solo artist on the Billboard charts. The only family. So and you can fact check me on that because I know. So
he's done his research.
Yes. And then the last place we went to was a great spot called Plain and Score. I got a shit ton of stuff there, so we'll start with the vinyl.
I knew you would love it there.
And it was in the Caleb found this for me, and I saw them post about it on Instagram, along with other classic rock stuff. It's like a hardcore album that I already have, but why not get another copy of it? And that's H2O's Nothing to Prove. I've said it on here before, one of my favorite hardcore albums of all time. I have the Bridge 9 Silver Anniversary record, and this is an OG press, and I'm glad I got it because it was only $5.99. And I'm glad it's different. It has once again on the inner label there, it's got a old pic of the fellas there on the A side. And then on the B side, it's got the Nothing to Prove. This is like their Spotify picture right here, right there on that one. It's pretty cool. And then the liner, I'll pull out the lyric sheet. It's got pictures, and I just want to pull it out because he's the man here. And that
was a cool little surprise.
We got Skiba, who's on What Happened, of course.
Yes.
It's probably hard to see, but we got Matt Skiba right here. I thought that was really cool. And you got Freddie in here. You got all kinds of people. So yeah, glad to be able to pick up another pressing of that. I don't usually buy multiple copies on vinyl of something that I already own, but this is like a top 10 hardcore album for me. So,
and if it's $5,
yeah,
man,
I was shocked.
It was an OG. It was an OG.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was so cheap. But
I don't either.
They had a lot of stuff there. They had an Alice Cooper best of for like $5.
Oh yeah, did you not get? Oh
no,
yeah, oh man,
I didn't grab it.
Oh,
I should have.
Yeah.
I hope they have it. But like, there's probably like 15 crates full of records. You'll be surprised at what you find there. It's fantastic.
And then I got another 2024 release that I've been looking to get. My brother presented it on the last episode we did.
One of the best records.
And that is the
best metal records.
Brand new album from Blood Incantation, Absolute Elsewhere. And this is like a mixture of death metal and progressive rock and ambient music. And it's like usually, not my thing, but it's there's exceptions to the rule, and it's that fucking good. So I thought I would grab it. It's a journey. This album is a journey. That's what I'll say.
It is 2 tracks. Well, I mean, broke up into 3 parts on the A side and the B side.
Well,
absolutely
red vinyl.
Amazing. The way that they weave in and out of just different parts is just it's so good.
Yeah, it's a journey. Not like it has.
We also,
if you're a 70s progressive rock fan, you will enjoy this. If you like ambient music, if you like death metal. I just don't think if you're a rock and metal fan, I'm like you can't appreciate how good this is.
Yeah. I mean, they have Tangerine Dream on a track.
Yes.
Come on.
I love Tangerine Dream.
Tangerine
Dream does some really good movie soundtracks.
Absolutely. Risky Business.
Thief. I just watched Thief for the first time this year, and that Tangerine Dream soundtrack is incredible.
Yeah, they're great.
There was a Tangerine Dream live album that they had. Well, they had one for RSD this year. But they had one at Planet Score, and it was like $19, and I was like looking at it. I don't know what it was for. I couldn't tell. And I was just like, I should get this, but I've also went well over my budget.
Yeah.
So I just had to just like put it back.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was in their new arrival, so I was like, man, I should do it. That's one, that's kind of like the thing. Like you see something, you're like, oh man, I want that, I need that. Then you just put it back, and then you just like regret it like that. I think that's going to be
happened today, but
it happened today with a lot of stuff. Actually,
it did.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was pretty good. I mean, I went over my budget, but there was still a lot of things that I should have just got because I probably won't see again. But sorry, damn.
No, I got 7 records left.
Jeez,
and of course, once again, if you watch this channel, my absolute favorite music ever, favorite anything. It's Daryl Hall and John Oates, the greatest duo of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 3 of their vinyls that I didn't have on vinyl. And that is their 1978 album, Along the Red Ledge. Very underrated, fantastic album. And fun fact, George Harrison of the Beatles plays guitar on one track of this album.
Yeah.
So if you're a Beatles fan and you like George Harrison, check it out. And then their 1979 album that I have on CD, got on vinyl, and that is their album Ecstatic. Really cool album. The cool pic of the fellas on the back there.
Yeah.
Yep. And then a 1988 classic, very underrated in the Hall & Oates catalog. One of my favorite records of theirs, and that is "Ooh Yeah."
Ooh, yeah.
I have it on CD, but I've always wanted it on vinyl. So glad to be able to get that. Fantastic record. We just spun it before
Sounds good.
we recorded. So glad to always be able to add to the Hall & Oates collection. And I got 4 CDs that play the score. And our parents have this album,
Yeah.
but I wanted one for my own, and it's about to be Christmas time, and I love country music, so I got the Alan Jackson Christmas album, Honky Tonk Christmas,
Ooh,
and also it has fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks on it, so it's automatically good.
That's forever burnt in my brain.
Oh yeah,
Listen to that as a kid.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna be listening to the "Please Daddy Don't Get Drunk This Christmas" is a very fun song. Very fun song. There's an Alison Krauss, Keith Whitley duet on here.
Oh, nice.
There's a duet with the Chipmunks. So check if you like. I'm not a big Christmas music fan, but for the holiday season, I wanted to get something. So there's a few albums I like, so I thought I'd get it.
You know what? I don't mind Alison Krauss.
I love Alison Krauss. That's a parents' wedding song.
Yeah.
When you say nothing at all.
Oh yeah.
And here we go. Had to get a little ska punk, of course. You know, I love the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. Sealed copy, $6.99. Great prices. Great, for the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, live from the Middle East.
Oh,
great live record. So
that's a good place.
This will be like a summer. So I listen to a lot of live records in the summer.
Pull it out when
by
the
pool
opens up.
Yep. And then speaking of Ramones, it was a good deal for this one. It's a great '90s Ramones album. Has Mondo Bizarro. Has like Poison Heart on it. Great, underrated Ramones record. And my last one is AC/DC, one of the greatest rock bands of all time. I love this compilation. It was actually for the Maximum Overdrive soundtrack, the Stephen King movie. AC/DC's Who Made Who. Who Made Who is one of my favorite AC/DC songs, and it has like You Shook Me All Night Long. It has some instrumentals for the movie on it. For those about to rock, We Salute You, Hell's Bells. Just a cool soundtrack compilation. Thought I'd pick it up to add to the AC/DC collection. And that is all I got for Record Store Day 2024 Black Friday.
Yeah. It's a good day.
Yes,
it's a good day. Lots of
this
good
is my
stuff.
first time partaking in a record store day, and
oh man,
I am excited for future record store days after this.
You have to come with us in April.
Big one in April.
We'll probably go to Cape.
Absolutely.
We got an Airbnb. Mm-hmm. We get hammered. We eat good food.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That sounds great.
Absolutely.
I'll do that.
Good.
And we got to try to get the Airbnb. It was the most unique Airbnb.
I think we can. Get it again.
We just have to bring air mattress.
Yeah, we got an air mattress or roll like a sleeping bag.
Because the couch is terrible there. That's the only thing.
Yeah, the couch is the most uncomfortable. It's not. You can't even like sit on it and hang out. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Nevertheless, we'll hope to see you in April for the next Record Store Day.
Yeah.
And before we get out of here, you are also a independent professional wrestler. Yep. Thought I'd give you the time to talk about a little bit about what you do, when you're wrestling next, who you wrestle for. So,
I wrestle under the name Vincent Sawyer. I wrestle currently for companies such as Pro Wrestling Epic out of the St. Louis, Illinois area, No Fold Wrestling out of Murfreesboro. Our next show is actually next weekend, December 7th and 8th, in Alton, Illinois, at the Franklin Lodge, nice. The Masonic Lodge. You buy the tickets to the 7th, you get a free ticket to the 8th. That's a free show on the 8th if you get a ticket for the 7th. A lot of great wrestling, a lot of great wrestlers on those shows. Just come out and watch those. Keep a lookout because I do a lot of Pro Wrestling Epic shows. I do a lot of no fold wrestling shows. That's what I do, man. I beat up people for money.
There you go.
So
we love professional wrestling here, so that's pretty cool. And we'll definitely come support you. Have to come to a match.
Absolutely.
And we'll plug all your matches and stuff.
I plan on plugging you guys as well.
I appreciate it. You are number one fan. So anytime you want to come back on next, we'll have you. Whenever you got some new pickups, come on whenever. We usually do it once a month. So this is episode 31. We'll be back for episode 32 next month for our album of the year episode. My favorite time of the year. End of the year list, so be out on the lookout for that. And that's all I got. Caleb, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you guys next time.
See you later.
Hey there, this is Barrett from the ATI Podcast here to talk about what we have going on the ATI Podcast Network. First, we'll start with Waxing On with R&J. The format of Waxing On with R&J is audible selections made exclusively by our hosts and brothers, Ridge Jackson and Jake Jackson. Waxing On with R&J is sure to tickle your inner eardrums with some of the most vile tones you've ever encountered, and conversely, ear candy with pop melodies, focusing on spotlighting underground and rising artists. Waxing On with R&J is another outlet of the ATI podcast community to bring awareness to many musicians' craft. Also found on the ATI Podcast Network, Nod Narb's Closet, hosted by Brandon Stewart of Edos Inn. Nod Narb's Closet is a wing of the ATI podcast programming that delves into the world of role-play games, miniature painting, diorama making, occasional pro wrestling match watch-alongs, providing commentary with a dash of jocularity and satire, and much, much more. Of course, leading the pack is the ATI Podcast. On the ATI Podcast, we episodically invite guests onto our show to spotlight their talents, whether that's musicians, filmmakers, artists, actors, businesses, even athletes. Nothing is off the table. The focus of the ATI Podcast and its collective creative arms, whether that's Waxing On with R&J or Nod Nard's Closet, is to bring awareness and focus to people's talents. Be sure to follow us across all traditional podcasting platforms, and for the full experience, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search the ATI Podcast. Stay safe out there.